guys, it's 5:15, 39.1 degrees on day 69. That's June 10th. Waking up at 10,300 feet over here at Texas Creek. Alright, good morning folks. It is, sorry, just one quick check. It is 6:30 in the morning and 36 degrees even. Just leaving camp. Midnight already cut out probably 10 minutes ago or so. So here we are. I'll show you where we're headed. Here's that Texas Creek we crossed yesterday. This is also the Texas Creek across which, right over there, saw a couple moose this morning. Man, I was kind of like sitting down, having my my little breakfast coffee. Midnight was kind of packing up inside our tent, and I'm like, bear, moose, and jumped up and ran over to go take a look. I thought it was a bear at first because they're, I mean, you could barely see like through the branches and trees and stuff. Couldn't quite make out. I mean, I saw a big lumbering animal, and the first thing that came to mind, I guess, with home being what home is for me, was bear. But no, it was a moose, indeed a pair of moose. So that was really cool. Midnight, I think, was jumping up until she heard me correct for moose instead of bear. She was less interested in moose, I suppose, than a bear. But anyways, yeah, super exciting start to the morning. That was really cool. Yeah, slept pretty good. Slept really good last night. I mean, that white noise machine of Texas Creek is really, really nice. And then there was just one lone bird this morning who sang a little bit over by my tent, and then flew over to Midnight's tent and started singing a little bit over there, and then flew back to my tent. And that's pretty much what woke me up this morning, was that one little morning bird. I shouldn't say morning. I don't have any reason to believe it was actually like a morning dove or anything like that. I mean, morning isn't the time of day. Anyways, we are hiking today. I think we have about 2.8 miles or so from camp to descend following along Texas Creek, and then we will begin what looks for all the world like pretty much a two-part climb to get up to Lake Ann Pass, which, as I mentioned at the close of yesterday's video, has potential for being kind of treacherous, but hopefully we've given it enough time where it will not be so treacherous. And then we're kind of back and forth as to whether we want to try and get up Hope Pass as well today. That would be at the very end of the day, but that would be a very intense climb. It looks like 2.5 miles and like 2,500 feet of elevation gain, something like that, which would be a bona fide butt kicker at the end of the day if that's what we decide to do. I'm kind of lobbying that we don't do that, and that instead it looks like there's a campsite about a third of the way up Hope Pass, and that would be my preference. But we'll see how we feel. Something I should mention, I know today isn't my weekly health update, but this whole jump I've been nursing a bit of just a real sort of tender right ankle, little painful. I'm not sure what's going on there. First day out, I hadn't noticed it, so I just ignored it. Second day out, I wrapped it up with an ace bandage. And then today, I have it wrapped up, and I've taken a couple ibuprofen in the morning. So it's not unhikeable, but it's definitely pretty uncomfortable. So that's the other thing I'm kind of looking at, is I'd really rather not be pushing my body on a diminished condition anyways. So I think I'll go ahead and shut off, warm up, and I will check in with you guys a little bit later. followed me along the AT last year, you might remember late in the hike, I think it was just north of Gorham, New Hampshire. I had one video where I introduced a bird that I referred to as the Merlin bird and later identified appropriately as the hermit thrush. I was not sure if I would hear this bird on this hike, but I just heard his familiar call and identified it with Merlin, the app Merlin. There he is. Very cool. It's a little bit different out here in Colorado, but definitely still a very welcome and familiar call. All right, it's 11:58 and 61.2 degrees. Ran into a couple guys. That is Low Branch from South Carolina, and that is Milkman from San Antonio. Both these guys decided this was a little much snow for them to do on their own, and I don't blame them. I also decided to wait for our resident snow expert, Midnight. Yeah. Definitely a little gnarly over there. Definitely a little gnarly on the other side of this ridge, but I think we're gonna, kind of lean against the universe a little bit. And Low Branch and Milkman are gonna hang out and hopefully won't wind up pushing a Garmin rescue button, but we'll kind of see how that part goes. So They won't be. We'll be fine. Probably, I would love to video this, but I don't think I can. So. There's some shots from the top, and I'll get you some shots from the bottom. So, all right. Get it! Get it! Yeah! All right, alive and well, made it down this wonderful glissade. Those other two guys, Milkman and Low Branch, are both kind of feeling the heebie-jeebies off the prospect of this glissade and this little obstacle here. So Midnight's offered to go halfway back up and kind of meet him. You probably can't tell in these videos, I'm not sure if you can or not, but there's one really steep section. It's probably, 30 feet or so. And then it kind of transitions to a more mellow slope. And at that transition spot, the snow changes from like a much firmer sort of snow, firmer but still workable on the steep spot, to a kind of more mellow slope that has much more sort of like fluffy deep sort of snow like this. So what happened, the way we did this is midnight chocolate went first, ladies first, naturally, for purely chivalrous reasons, and kind of kick-stepped out. So we descended down the steep part facing the hill with deep steps cut into the hill. Midnight was using her ice axe, sinking it all the way, and then climbing down one step, kicking down 2 steps, and then moving the ice axe. And I was essentially using my trekking pole. I pulled off the snow basket for my trekking pole at Midnight's recommendation, and I was basically using my trekking pole all the way collapsed as an ice axe. So yeah, now it looks like the two guys are kind of working up the nerve to come along and join us down here at our encouragement. I do think, as scary as it is, I think it worked fine. So once they kind of get situated, I'll get some more shots of those guys coming down, and then we'll keep moving. There you go. Woo! There you go. Looking good.
Yep. It's a little steeper, but you still won't slide that fast. You still won't slide that fast. You have enough to go in front of you. Woohoo!
Yeah. Yes, sir. Feel the fear and do it anyways. My man. Woohoo! Well done, sir. Awesome.
Brad, you only had one heart attack.
I got nothing to worry about when you're by my side. I got nothing to worry about when you're by my side. I looked out and I saw the rain. I wanted it to go away. I felt the weight of it all come down. I braced from the deafening sound. But you were there, holding my hand. You were there, holding my hand. I got nothing to worry about when you're by my side. I got nothing to worry about when you're by my side. I bled from the wound for at least a year. I couldn't clean myself up. I reached out for the bottom rung. You hoisted me up. You were there, holding my hand. You were there, holding my hand. Holding my hand. Holding my hand. rain.
Hey, all right, guys. It is 53.6 degrees at 8:12 in the evening. Definitely getting to camp just a little bit later than usual, but super proud of the progress we made today. There's my tent. Bit of a disaster, that's fine. Midnight over there. And some dilapidated old cabin over there, which is kind of like the property we're camped on, I guess. So we did wind up going over Hope Pass this evening. It's definitely a big climb. I think it's like 3,000 feet and about 2.2 miles, which is significant for sure. But and the grade was significant as well. But just go slow, focus on breath, drink water, snack a lot, and that was kind of something I was doing all day today. I was like extra sort of vigilant about drinking water, staying hydrated, and snacking often, like just smashing snacks. It's much easier to kind of stay ahead of that sort of thing, I think, than to try and play catch up. And I wasn't really sure whether we were going to try and get over Hope or not, and lo and behold, we did. So yeah, pretty good day. I'm not sure. We were hiking for a little while with Milkman, who we met up at the top of Lake Ann Pass, but he kind of fell behind on that climb up Hope Pass, and I'm not sure if he's going to make his way over that pass or camp at that campsite halfway up or what. I do know that back at Lake Ann, the other guy who we had just met up there, Low Branch, he was not into that descent, so he's just cut off some other direction. I'm not sure what direction, not sure exactly what his plan is, but that's fine. So Milkman is behind us as of the moment. We only hiked with him for, I don't know what, a few miles or something, I don't really know. Yeah. I guess it was more than a few miles. It was probably more like 10 or 15 miles or something. Anyways, today was definitely a good day. Tomorrow we will be at Twin Lakes early, but likely, I don't know. It's all kind of like very up in the air right now what's going to happen. So likely try and get some miles in. Yeah, you know what? I don't want to spoil any surprise. I'll wait until the chips fall, the cards fall or whatever, chips and cards fall, and then I'll catch you guys up once I know what's going on. So I'm definitely going to turn in, start eating some food, and start processing videos, and I will certainly check back with you guys in the morning. Have a great night.